Welcome back, Portal Masters. SCL Matt here, and we have another unboxing today. I know you guys like watching these. I love putting them on. Today, we have this here box, nicely marked fragile, and that's what we're going to be going through. So, I'm not gonna wait too long. I guess I guess we can just dive on into it, and we'll talk about it as we go along. We'll talk about it afterwards, and we'll see what's involved in this lot here. But this is another lot that I purchased. I'm there may be one or two items that I keep out of it, but the vast majority of these figures will end up in the brand new SCL shop that I opened up this week. So let's see what we got, see what's going to be made available for you. Maybe it's something you've been waiting for, or maybe it's stuff you already have, but let's find out. That one cookie, Brundo, Marco, Drosif. Wonderful. Yes, Drosif. If you haven't checked it out yet, go check out today's figure focus video. That is, it does focus on Drobot, and honestly, it was fun to do, even though there's not a lot to talk about with Drobot, unfortunately. Like I like Drobot. that's part of the reason it was fun. All right, so first thing we see in this box is a good sign, a nice layer of bubble wrap. Not only can I reuse that when I ship stuff, but it usually means things are going to be packed pretty well. So let's find out. We also have packing paper, a whole bunch of this. And I just had someone was talking about this in the chat yesterday, I think. They used a bunch of this shredded paper, and man, I just don't even want to take that out of the box right now because it's gonna be a mess to. I need another box to put it in, really. So I'm gonna try to leave it in the box and work around it for now. We'll see if that actually works out. All right, so yeah, it looks like we have some figures kind of buried in this shredded paper, which is not going to be fun to work with. So I'll do my best here, but I'm now I'm kind of dreading this a little bit. So yes, go watch that figure focus, man. First figure we have right on top here is Lava Barfaruptor, followed up by one of the Forgotten Eight in Dino Rang, the original Dino Rang. We got a little guy in here. That's a Bop, one of the minis from Skylanders Trap Team. Yeah, if you have Skylanders you want to get rid of, get in touch with me. As I tell people, obviously, I'm buying them from you to resell them. So I'm not going to pay you a lot. I'm not paying top dollar. I'm not paying eBay prices. But if it's something you just want to get rid of, if it's something you just want to help us out with the shop, give us some more inventory, awesome. We'll talk. We'll see what we can do. But yeah, get a hold of me either here. I'll throw this up here. On either Twitter or Facebook, send me a private message or a DM, and we can talk. We'll see if we can make something happen. All right, next up we have wind up. Oh, that's a broken wind up. He's actually missing this arm over here. So that's unfortunate. That goes in the separate pile. One broken figure. I don't remember if I was expecting broken figures in the slot, but that's always unfortunate. Next up, yeah, the shredded paper is getting all over these, so I'm going to try to keep them clean. We have a Fright Rider. And, first variant. We have a legendary light core chill. It's a nice one there. We do have at least one Imaginator with Kingpin. And another starter pack figure in Snapshot. We have a magic item, the Battle Hammer. That's from one of the Swap Force sets. I forget if this was from Shipwreck Island or Tower of Time, but one of those two. Got one of our man, this one's broken too. We have a broken Gil Grunt, Series 1, missing the tip of his harpoon over here. So that goes in the other pile. Now that I think about it, I do remember seeing this one in the picture. So maybe I caught the windup as well. But speaking of starter pack, we have Series 1 Jet Vac. All right, and now the shredded paper gets a little bit thicker, and it looks like it's kind of throughout this entire box. So that's going to be annoying. All right, this is kind of a unique one that I remember seeing in the pictures. Here is a Lobstar with clear stars. So just like during Trap Team, all of the water traps, some of the air traps started to lose their color. I even saw it on some of the Gil Grunt, the tidal wave Gil Grunt, that he's riding that blue wave. Some of those start to get clear towards later runs. Even here, like there is zero color in these things. And like, this isn't just sun damage. Like there's no way this is sun damage. It's too clear for that. So like this is, like this is something I will probably have to sell on the side because it doesn't look like the pictures and like it's too different from the pictures. So if anyone's interested in this, get a hold of me and we can work something out, either add it to a order that you're working with or just sell it separately. But yeah, this is something that is a little bit different. Yeah. You don't see that every day. All right. So we had our Series 1 Jetvac. We also have a Series 2 Cinder from the starter pack there. No, I'm not saying it's a variant. It's just, I mean, if anything, it's almost like a factory error type of situation. But when we know that we've seen this with so many other traps and other Traptanium weapons or just other things from the Trap Team era, like that, I can't say it's a variant because they didn't purposely print it that way. Like that's not how it was designed. So it's, I mean, it's a variant in the sense that, yeah, it's different than the standard figure, but it's not actually supposed to be that way. So, all right, we have another Fright Rider. So that makes 2 Fright Riders. So I guess we will have a few duplicates in this lot, I guess. All right, we got our first swap half, the bottom half of Rattleshake. So we set that aside until we find the rest. We have bottom half of Blast Zone. We have a Dune Bug. and a Series 2 Stump Smash. I've always appreciated this figure with the little bumps on its handers.
Could you try again?
Siri, I was not talking to you. All right, we have from Swap Force, Slobbertooth. Get rid of some of this paper here. All right, here we go. Man, all of these swappers are halves. I'm pretty sure some of them are complete. So we have the bottom half of Nitro Magna Charge. We got a couple of traps here. We got a magic axe and a magic log holder. To go along with that Kingpin, we do have the Golden Queen. Not too surprised there. All right, and here's a first big piece. We do have a Midnight Museum. So that'll be nice. All right, here we have the top half of Blast Zone. So we have one complete Blast Zone figure. Recently played with Blast Zone for a while the first time. Yeah. Starter pack characters are starter pack characters for a reason. They're good figures they feel comfortable with making sure everybody has. They're easy to use. They're effective, but it's just everybody has them. So they're not always they're not talked about because they're not hard to find or anything like that. All right, here's something that I don't have in the store yet because I haven't gotten any inventory, but we have a bronze mystery chest from Imaginators. So I just got the magic items up in the store last night, and so we have a listing for these things now. But thanks, Airship, for stopping by. We'll see you later. But that'll be fun to start to get some of those in there. We got another mini here in Terabyte. And this that goes along with Bop that we got before. And I think we're rounding out the starter pack characters here. So there's Food Fight. We had Snapshot before. We have, here's the top half. So we have a complete Rattle Shake. Here is Treadhead from Trap Team. All right, two more Trap Team characters. We have, this one's actually broken. I've never seen that either. Sure Shot Shroom Boom, but let's see if you can see that there. See the slingshot doesn't line up. It's actually snapped there. That's a new one on me. I haven't seen that break before. Like, I don't think that's from shipping either. That's just I don't know how that broke. Maybe the kid just tried to pull on it too much. But yeah, that one goes in the broken pile. The Imaginite chests, they unlock random parts. So the bronze ones, someone's gonna have to remind me. They unlock like, I don't know, 5 parts, and the silver ones would unlock like 10 parts, and the gold ones unlock 20 parts, or something like that. Like there was a scale to it. But it's just random parts, and each chest can be used on each profile in your game once, or each profile on your console once. but you could use multiple chests to unlock multiple things. Actual price for the chests, like list price in stores was like $7.99 or something, and it was a blind bag thing, or maybe it was $5.99. I don't know. I think I put them up for, I want to say like $1.99 for bronze, $3.99 for silver, and $5.99 for gold. Maybe can double check that on the site. Seeing the lower price on your shop for the big three was good to see. Hope he gets them. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've gotten one Chompy Mage already. He's been sold, but Wildstorm or Robar are gonna be tougher to come by for sure. Continuing on, we have Warnado, the original from Spyro's Adventure. We have a Series 2 Slam Bam. And I forgot this guy down here before. We did get Chopper from Trap Team. All right. So a couple more pieces in here. Got an original Flame Slinger from Spyro's Adventure. Got the top half of Washbuckler, so we'll wait for the rest of him. Got some more traps here. Have an Undead Hand trap, as well as, no big surprise here, seeing as we got the Midnight Museum, but we do have a Dark Spider trap to go along with it. All right, we have another variant. This is Dark Spyro from Spyro's Adventure, the original. And we have our first creation crystal, the Life Claw creation crystal. Yeah, I was surprised too that so many people are still buying and selling, but I mean, it works for me. I'm happy to help. All right, so we got a few more loose things down here. There's a couple of portals in here that I'll try to pull out to get them out of the way, but we got 2 more bronze chests to go along with the first one we got. Oh, here we go. Got an Eon's Elite Slam Bam. That's a nice one. Another creation crystal, the Tech Reactor. Couple more traps in here. Got a water log holder and the water angel. Those two have actually retained their color nicely. All right. Come on. Come on. Oh, man. The cords on the portals got all tied up. All right. We have a portal of power for the Xbox 360. So if anyone needs... So right now, like I said, I'm not putting these portals up on the website, but if anybody wants to purchase them, get a hold of me and we'll talk. I usually, if nobody asks me for them, you know, within the first couple of days, I'll probably just list them on eBay. That's where I usually end up selling them. But yeah, I'm happy to sell them to you guys too. How much is this unboxing? I think this one I'll have to double check, but I think it was about $80. I think that sounds right. Everything in the store is loose, out of box. Because like you just saw there, that Ian's Elite Slam Bam, I don't have the box. So yeah, they're all loose, they're all used, they're out of box. So yes, the biggest thing, as they're saying here, is the Midnight Museum level pack. Well, Midnight Museum and the Dark Spider trap. The portal I just pulled out is for Xbox 360. I got a couple more in here. Let's see if they're all for the 360. Yeah, we got a Trap Team portal for the 360. So that the first one I believe was a Swap Force. And another portal for the 360. So yeah, these are either Swap Force or Supercharger, or not Superchargers. Either Swap Force or Imaginators. Those were the same. Which would go along with what we've been pulling out of this box. So some more creation crystals. We have Earth Rocket. Earth Rocket, and of course the starter pack Fire Reactor. No surprise on that one. We have the top half of a Doomstone. See if we can find that bottom. Yeah, digging through this shredded paper, I'm firmly against using shredded paper for shipping now. While it does protect them nicely, it is a pain to dig through and pull out all the figures when they're just loose in there. Like if you put them in a bag, maybe, and then put the shredded paper around it, I could see that, but just loose, no. Okay, so we have Series 3 Ninja Stealth Elf. Another starter pack figure. We have an Air Screamer trap. This one has lost some color, or didn't lose color. This is likely how it came from the factory, just when they lost how much dye they were putting into the traps changed over time. And that's what happened with that Lobstar that we had before that has the clear stars. Yeah, it's just because they like ran out of dye or somehow got out of the factory that way. It's a weird thing. We have a second Water Angel trap. It's two of those. And we have the top half of Night Shift. Oh, there we go. We have the bottom of Doomstones. We have full figure of Doomstone. We have another bottom of Blast Zone. So we'll have to set that aside. We had one complete Blast Zone already. We have, okay, this is a healing elixir, but it looks like it's actually missing the cork on top. So that's going to go in the broken pile, actually. We have a Life Hammer and another top half of Rattleshake. That's interesting. Akasha, the biggest things that you've missed are the Midnight Museum with the Dark Spider trap. And then, oh, like the weirdest thing that we've had is this lobster with the clear stars. It's just it didn't get the blue dye like we've seen with a lot of the water and air traps in the later runs. Imaginator on the shelf behind me. Yeah. There's a custom one. Yeah, that I had made there. There is an unboxing video I did for that on my channel if you want to go check that out. All right. I hope I'm not missing too much in this shredded paper. It's tough to go through. We have a secondary snapshot there. Yeah, Kasha, that lobster is something I haven't seen before, at least not that clear. All right, we have a light core Grim Creeper. And here is the top half of our Nitro Magnacharge. So that's complete figure again. This lot, I believe it was $80, and it. Ooh, where did I find this one? It's maybe eBay. I don't have a label on it. I'd have to look it up again. It's been a while. I've been ordering a lot of stuff. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Jim. I'm happy to help out. All right, little purple thing. Ooh, man, there's more damaged stuff in here than I remember. So we have a headless Cinder. So yeah, that's really unfortunate. Now I'm starting to wonder if whoever owned these like had a dog or something that like bit this off. Like I don't know. Yeah, because actually the part of the wing is missing too. Like that was not off. Well, that's gonna go. We're gonna have a healthy amount of broken or damaged Skylanders here. So yeah. If anybody's interested in these, let me know. I do sell variants. I don't have them up in the shop yet. They will be going up in the shop when I get this stuff listed as well. It'll all come up together. Plans for the lobster. I was telling people because it's so different, I don't feel good about just listing it in the shop and then someone getting something that doesn't look like the picture. So I'm opening it up to you guys. If you're interested in it, get a hold of me privately. We'll try to work something out. We can either add it to an order if you're ordering other stuff, or if you just want to buy it separately, we can work with that too. But yeah, I'm gonna offer it up to anybody watching this video first. But otherwise, yeah, I'll find some way to unload it. Yes, the Cinder is extra undead. I appreciate that. Where do I order my Skylanders? I mean, like I said, most of these are like eBay, sometimes Facebook Marketplace. Basically anywhere that sells stuff online. That's where I'm going to be looking for stuff. All right, lots of, oh, I felt something in the shredded paper. So it's another Stealth Elf, but it's different. We have Series 2 Stealth Elf. So that's a new one for this lot. All right, I'm going to rotate this box because I think we're working on the other side of it now. And that way I can keep the shredded paper out of the way. All right, we have a Trap Master in Head Rush. So Lax Repos, this is something I'm working on. I was initially just going to make like kind of a separate YouTube video about kind of my habits and tips that how I do my shopping. But I think I may actually end up doing like a live, and we'll just go out on the internet and I'll check out what's there on eBay and show you what I look for and how I search and what how I evaluate lots to see if they're going to be good or not in my opinion. But yeah, I think that's going to be something I'll put together in maybe this week already. But yeah, I mean, the best I can say is keep your eyes open. Always be looking for Skylanders. Anywhere that sells stuff, look for Skylanders. Someone is probably selling them there, even if it's not your typical location. If you can, shop locally. Local, you're always going to get the best deals, whether it's garage sales or thrift shops or pawn stores. You know, go for it. Good to hear, Joseph. It could be part of the marathon stream, maybe. That could give me a break from playing the game or something. Welcome to the stream, Oscar. Good to see you here. All right, we have a full washbuckler. We have another Series 3 of Spyro, Mega Ram Spyro from Swap Force. Backing up to some Spyro's Adventure figures, we have Series 1 Zook and Series 1 Chop Chop. All right. And to finish off that Dark Expansion set, we do have Nightmare. So we do have Nightmare, the Midnight Museum, and the Dark Spider. So that is complete now. All right, we have the bottom half of Rubble Rouser, a Series 2 Flame Slinger, and the level piece, the Tower of Time. So I'm thinking the item I had before, the Battle Hammer, is probably from the Tower of Time starter pack or adventure pack. I like that. Prefer say rescuing instead of hunting. Yeah, I always call it hunting. Because I enjoy hunting for Skylanders. It just sounds good. It's weird to say I enjoy rescuing Skyland. Well, no, I guess you could say I enjoy rescuing Skylanders. I hunt for them so I can rescue them. How does that work? All right. We have Lightning Rod, Series 1. Have a Zulu. All right, here is our second top half. So we have two complete blast zones. There's another life hammer trap. Have a funny bone. And here's another variant. Legendary Slam Bam. Haven't seen that guy in a while. He's looking good though. All right, here's my favorite, my boy Camo. Looks like we got a few more traps in here if I can pull them out. So we have a life toucan. We'll have to test this one and see if it's the exclusive of steamed broccoli guy or just a standard. We have an undead axe. The undead orb. And another undead snake. That's a good one there. That snake design is one of my favorites. Yeah, Camo's my guy. It's the reason he gets a place up on the shelf. All right, so it looks like we're probably gonna have the full Tower of Time pack because we have Popthorn. Got Series 2 Pop Fizz, Super Gulp Pop Fizz. And completing another one, we have Night Shift. Complete. All right. We have, what is this? The Fire Scepter, I believe. Fire Scepter. Another food fight. Had 2 snapshots, so I'm not surprised with that. Got an original Eruptor. And a water tiki trap. Looks like we're getting towards the end here. Have Trigger Happy, Series 1. The bottom half of a Freeze Blade. So yeah, it looks like we might have some incomplete Swap Force members here. That might be it. It's a little deceptive because, like I was saying, they used all of this shredded paper, and it's just super annoying to dig through. Oh, wait. There is something. Found an Earth Hourglass trap. But yeah, I think that's all we have. I think that's it. So yeah, looks like we got a decent haul. It's not the best haul we've had, but the Dark expansion was nice. Got a number of variants, a few legendary figures that we haven't seen in a while. The Nitro Magna Charge is nice. A few creation crystals. We got 3 of the bronze chests that we haven't gotten in any of these lots yet. A bunch of traps. If anybody's looking for traps, we do have a bunch of them now, so that's cool. But we do have a few incomplete swappers here. So we have a we'll call this a rattle browser and wash blade. So more parts of those. I don't think these line up with anything else I have, because we also had the Night Charge up here that we're hanging on to. And oh no, the other one was the wash loop that I sent to Airship because he needed the bottom half of Hoot Loop. So yeah, I think those are going to be incomplete for now. I don't have anything to finish them off. Absolutely. Yeah, here is this lobster. So this is the other big thing we found. So, like I've said, like the water traps, have started to towards the end of the run, kind of started fading. It looked like they were fading, and then eventually they went like completely clear. And I've seen it with Tidal Wave Gil Grunt, the Series 4. And here's like an air trap towards the end of the run, which it just has a very little bit of the blue dye left, but it's mostly clear. But yeah, that ended up happening with some of these too in the late run. There's just zero color in those stars. So, yeah, that's something that I'll be looking to unload separately if anybody is interested in that. But yeah, we got the Tower of Time pack, which is nice. Number swappers. The only Imaginators were starter pack ones, and then some creation crystals. So that's a little bit of a little unfortunate, but why did they make villain variants? Did the traps have a label where they treated like chase variants? Oh, so the traps, like are you talking about like the steamed broccoli guy? This trap isn't marked in any way. That's why I have to actually put it in the game and test it. The boxes that they came in were marked as special because they were all store exclusives, or most, if not all of them, were store exclusives. So like steamed broccoli guy, was that exclusive? Maybe that one wasn't. Outlaw Brawl and Chain was Target. Rebel Lob Goblin was GameStop. Red Hot Tussle Sprout, was that Toys R Us? Riot Shield Shredder, I believe, was a trade show. Man. Series 1 Whamshell is rare because it was a late release. It's either wave 4 or 5. I talk about those from time to time, like I did in today's figure focus. But yeah, he was wave 5 release. Did get a re-release later along with a different pack, but just hard to find. Always has been, and people like him. And then then he went on to game 1, the Forgotten 8, and so that made it even, especially during the Giants era, the Forgotten 8 were kind of highly desired, and so they wanted to fans wanted to get their hands on him even more. Yeah, the air trap looks cool. It does. I'm not complaining that they kind of let the die go towards the end, but yes, they should have made every air trap clear. That could have made sense. Absolutely. Echo is kind of the same reason. Echo, she was late release. She was in the same wave as Spotlight and Blackout. So that we all know that wave was hard to come by. I think another reason is she's one of very few female characters, and folks always like to get their hands on those. But it, yeah, it's just all that combination of late release, hard to find, and there is a demand for them. So, Breeze is rare because she only comes in the double pack that was with Breeze and Pet Vac. Pet Vac was also released in a buddy pack, I believe, with Jet Vac. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure they did that. Kind of like they did a buddy pack with Gil Grunt and Gil Runt during the Trap Team era. So there's more of them out there, but it's also just like Breeze is cuter. People wanted Breeze. But yeah, I think that's the biggest reason is just less release of it. That's what it was. Steam Broccoli Guy was 8-pack exclusive. Knew it was exclusive somehow. But yeah, there was an 8-pack of traps that you had to buy to get Steam Broccoli Guy. Yep, buddy pack with Turbo Jet Vac. Yep, that was it. Yeah, and they had Pet Vac did have a variant. If that, like some people are okay with that. Like you get the variant figure, that is what you have. Yeah, the Power Pet Vac was what was the variant that was sold separately. It didn't come in the buddy pack. The buddy pack was still the original version of it. But yeah, that is this unboxing. Now I get the fun job of putting all these on a portal to test that they actually work and then resetting them. So they're all ready for you guys to level up however you wish. So yeah, I need to test, reset, and then go back and get all of this listed in the shop. This along with the other variants that I haven't listed yet. I think looking at what's here, I think everything that I showed off today will be listed in the shop. The only exceptions being the 5 broken pieces and Lobstar, the Clear Star Lobstar. So if you're interested in this, get a hold of me separately. If you're interested in broken damaged figures, I'll take a picture of these too. But anybody wondering, we had Wind Up with missing arm, Gil Grunt with the missing harpoon. We had Shroom Boom, whose slingshot has snapped. We have a healing elixir missing the top cork up here. And we have a very mutilated Phantom Cinder missing a head and part of the wing. So those damaged figures I let go super cheap. Usually about $1 a figure plus shipping. So like if you want that lot there, I actually have 2 or 3 others that I haven't sold yet. Which reminds me, we do have another mismatched swapper over there. I don't think it lines up with anything that I have. Yeah. Oh well. So I wouldn't, because usually in other lines, I would argue that it's intentional. Like I said, I feel this is unintentional. It's almost like a factory error thing. They could be considered more valuable to the right collector, but you have to find that right collector. So if you guys want to pay more for this figure, I will gladly sell it to you for, yeah, here, pay me $20. I mean, no, I'm not going to charge $20 for it. But yeah, that's what I do. Steampunk Shredknot, yeah, he's fairly rare. That's another one of the variant traps. I have one up in the shop. I think it's like I have it listed for like 15, I think. So I mean, it's more than an average trap, but it's not the rarest of all the variants. Like some other ones are more rare. Am I selling the dark traps separately? Yeah, I have them up in the shop. Everything is sold separately there. I'm like, I got the entire dark expansion, but I'm selling it piece by piece because that's how my shop works. I will not be lumping them together. I will not be selling it as the dark expansion. I'm just mentioning that I got all three pieces of it, but they will go up on the shop separately. I think I do have a dark trap up there, a dark spider trap up there right now. I believe that is listed up there. So this is actually going to be a secondary one. My favorite chase variant, um, man, Pirate Dad was kind of asking me about this yesterday. You know, what would I love to have in my collection? And I I jumped around between like red camo and clear shortcut are always really nice because those are kind of my characters that actually got variants. But then, I mean, the one that actually like those are a little bit plain. Like I want them more because I like the characters. Um, but then I was saying like some of the later employee exclusive variants, like Snowbright Stormblade, like that is a very, very nice figure. Um, Snowder Dash is up there too, but I think I like Snowbright Stormblade. Tongue tying names. Will I start selling bundles like eight? So that is something I am considering doing. Um, that is something that I'm not doing right now because my inventory numbers are pretty low. But I have a feeling over time as I buy more and more of these lots, especially with like SSA stuff, I am going to end up with more than I can deal with. There, so I probably will start making some bundles like that, some beginner type bundles, kind of like a, you know, with these 8 characters, you can unlock everything in the game. It's easier in earlier games, right? And so like you just need one of each of the 8 elements in Spyro's Adventure, so I can put that together. Same thing in Giants, basically. You just need a giant and then one of each element, I believe. Swap Force gets a little bit trickier. You can do it with 8 figures yet if you use the right set of 8 swappers. But then again, I need to get my hand on more swappers. And those have been selling pretty well. So I don't think I have enough in stock to actually mess with that. Yes, factory error. Yeah, that's I'm glad I was right on with that one. Do I have a Riot Shield Shredder in the shop? No, I do not. That one is probably the rarest because it was like a trade show giveaway figure piece. And so that one's a lot harder to find. You couldn't buy that one in stores. So that would be something I have to stumble across in a lot probably. Has Terrafin got any variants? Let's see. He has series 1, 2, 3, Sharpshooter, Eon's Elite, Terabyte. He doesn't really have any variants. Like the closest thing to a variant is either like his Eon's Elite figure or the minis. Like he has the sidekick and the mini. But no, like he doesn't have an in-game variant. And I don't think he has a chase variant either. Marco, I potentially, I've discussed this before. It's my biggest stopping point is that it's not going to be worth it for you, I don't think, because shipping is ridiculously expensive. So my 3 big points: it's going to take 2 to 4 weeks to get there. It is shipping starts at $25. Even if you would just order one figure, like I can't ship it for less than $25. And depending on which country, it could be more. And if you order more figures, then that price just keeps going up. And thirdly, when you actually get it, when it gets to your country, most other countries have either a customs fee or an import tax that you have to pay to actually get your package after it's arrived in your country. So between the customs fees and the increased shipping fees, like even though I have great prices in the shop, if you buy a $5 figure plus $25 shipping plus customs fees, you're looking at over $30 for one figure. And like it just doesn't make sense. Um so I'll look into it, see if I can find some options. And I've said like if you want to order a large lot of figures or pieces that maybe shipping might actually make sense for you to pay that much, contact me. Maybe we can work something out. But it's just I've shipped internationally before and it's not a good experience typically. Um so we'll see. We'll see. I'm starting with the US. I'm making sure I get all the bugs ironed out of my system, and we'll figure what's going on. What bundles do I have in mind doing? I mean, similar to what you're saying, like I kind of starter bundles. They're probably going to be a little bit more common figures, or at least whatever I have extras of as I go along here. What you know, it's going to make sense. What isn't selling individually? Well, then I start bundling it. Like that's how retail works. There's a chance that Skylanders to ever return, even without the figures. I think they will return. Yes, I think I can't say when. It's probably not going to be anytime soon. It's going to take longer than we want it to, but I do think they will come back in some form or fashion. Like I said, probably not with figures as much as I want them, as much as you probably want them. Um, Figures are probably not in the cards, but I would love to see it. But even if it's an all digital Skylanders game, just to get the word out there again, I would love to see it. Riot Shield Shredder Trap for $2. I mean, you see, that's what's going to happen. Is I'm going to stumble across it in one of these lots, and people don't know what they have because it doesn't look any different. Like you have to it's only an in-game change. It's a digital variant. And so you have to know what you're looking for and be able to test it to actually find out if you even have a variant. Which figures remember? Well, this is what I got rid of a lot of my collection years ago. I kept the first appearance or every series one figure. And a handful of variants that I really liked, or I personally found, like some chase variants that I personally found, or pieces that people have given to me that have some meaning behind them. So I'm actually missing quite a bit from my personal collection, but I'll build it back up eventually. But I right now my basic collection just consists of like all the series one figures from every game, including all of Superchargers, because those don't count as like series 2 figures. A white flocked prism break. Yeah. There is a white flocked prism break from Spyro's Adventure, I believe. And then there was the like gold and white flocked employee edition, the light core one in Giants. So yeah, there's actually two that have some level of flocking on them, but there was a completely white flocked prism break. Yeah. International buy at least 6 figures, usually custom charged by weight in each country. So they charge the same for one figure 6. I always thought they charged based on value of the package, because I know that's one thing I always have to put on the customs form is like, I mean, I do have to put quantity on there as well. So like I have to put like Skylanders quantity, 10, and value whatever you paid for it. So I could be wrong, or it could be different per country. That's the part. It's like the rules are different in every country, and so I can't tell you how much the customs fees are going to be. I just know a lot of people aren't expecting them, and it just adds to the cost of your order. Are just the traps the only type of figures that are just a digital variant? Physical the same, but in game different. Yes, I think so. That, I mean, offhand that I can think of, that's about it. Oh, oh, what's this? I just won another lot of Skylanders on eBay. Well, that'll be fun. Looks like we got another lot coming in. So, that'll be exciting. I'll get that paid for, and hopefully within the next week we will get another unboxing. I actually have one more on the way right now, plus this one that I just won. Here, we'll even pay for it live. Yes. Please do pay. So this lot I just won for $30 plus $19.99 shipping. So about $50 overall. So we'll just have to wait and see what comes in this lot. They charge for both weight and value in your country. Yeah. Okay. Most expensive figure I own. Well, I've always wondered what people value these at. You know, the custom ones. Like, what would someone pay for one of these? Because they're one of one, right? There's only one that looks exactly like that in the world. But otherwise, I can't quite reach it right now. But I do have Rock Candy Pinata. That is probably the highest value. Actually, well, okay. I do own a Robo. Does that count? But yeah, otherwise, if we're talking variants, it's probably a Rock Candy Pinata is the highest one there. Do you know why High Volt's color in game looks different than his figure? Figure's blue, his in game is kind of white silver. The white silver, if you're seeing that in game, that's an upgraded one. One of his later powers, I believe, changes the color of the figure in game. So if you reset him, he should go back to the blue. Night Spear, thank you. I was pleased with how the shop looks as well. And yes, the prices have been surprising everybody. So that's why I've been getting lots of orders. I've only been open for like 2.5, 3 days now. And we've shipped 15 orders, I think. Something like that. Yeah, the customs I would assume are expensive, but I don't know if anybody's ever really sold one of the 3D printed figures. Like I don't usually see those out there. Like I'm never selling mine. I'm keeping mine. But I don't know. Most expensive you own Blackout? Yeah. Yeah, who could have guessed just how rare they would be? Doomstone and Fling Kong, I mean, they're hard to find for sure, but Oscar, welcome, welcome. Patina High Volt, yep. Of all of the Patina versions, High Volt seems to kind of be the rarest, I think. Rock Candy Pinata, Let me see if I can grab it quick. I've showcased this in some of the other videos that I've done, but yeah, this is Rock Candy Pinata. He's beautiful. This is one I not only do I like because it looks good with the blue to the green with the yellow lollipop in the back there, but this is one that I personally found in stores. I haven't found a lot of Chase variants in stores, but this is one I found, and I'm very happy with it because as soon as I saw it was a thing online, I'm like, I want to find that thing, and I was actually able to find it. You're welcome, Darth Joker. Yeah, that I had forgotten about that until you mentioned it, but yeah, not seeing any custom made Skylanders for Imaginators stuff. Yeah, why is Rocky Roll 17.99? This one I was super surprised with too. So this is from my research. This is where it stands out. Like Rocky Roll isn't a super popular character. He kind of feels to me like the boomer of Imaginators. So he came in. Rocky Roll came in the same wave 4, I believe, of Trap Team. This is the same wave that had Echo, Spotlight, Blackout, all of these super rare figures that everybody wants. And then along with that was Rocky Roll. Like, huh. Okay, no one cared for Rocky Roll back in the day, but now everybody that's collecting figures is like, oh yeah, I need Rocky Roll. Why don't I have Rocky Roll? Because he was in that wave. Like that is why. And so he kind of has the same rarity level as those figures, but he just doesn't have the same demand as those figures. And so that's why he doesn't cost $50 like Blackout does. So he is pricier. He is still hard to find. But yeah, I was surprised with that one too. I was shocked. Like you can check prices on eBay, but I'm pretty sure they're going 20, 25, $30 there. And that's why mine's at $17.99. So found Doomstone for $3 at a local shop. Go shop local. Every time someone's like, I found this awesome rare figure for $3, $5, $2, it's because they were shopping locally. Go check your garage sales. Go check your thrift stores. Go check your pawn shops. They almost always have Skylanders. I mean, they're going to have a lot of common figures, but once in a while, when someone dumps off a collection, you're going to find Doomstone for $3. Is it fully sealed? The Rock Candy Pinata? Yes, it is. If that's what we're talking about. Yeah, thank you. That's a good price for Rocky Roll. Yep. It's core upgrade for high volt. Batsplin and Flipwreck. I think they were in the. I think they're in the same Echo Blackout Spotlight. Like that was a monster wave. Looking back at it, I'm pretty sure that's all the same wave. Was Batspin, Batspin, Flip, Wreck, Echo, Blackout, Spotlight, and Rocky Roll. I want to say that was all the same wave. And once again, some of those figures were kind of overlooked because everyone wanted Spotlight and Blackout because they were the light and dark elements that we had just found out about with the dark and light expansions. You have to remember back to Trap Team. When Trap Team was released, we didn't know there was light and dark. Those hadn't been announced yet. And so it was a surprise halfway through. It's like, hey, we have light and dark. Here's the dark and light expansion sets. And yeah, a little bit later, we'll be releasing Spotlight and Blackout. Um, so yeah, the Flipwreck, High Five, and Bat Spin were the three fan designed winners of the Frito Lay contest. Um, High Five was the grand prize winner, and I believe they gave that one away. Like there was a giveaway for that figure. For the other two, though, for Batspin and Flipwreck, I don't think there was a giveaway. I think they were just released in the standard wave, if I recall. It's been a while. It's been a few years, but I think that's how it went. And I don't recall where High Five was released then separately, but sounds good, Oscar. July 5th, I'll be waiting. What would a bundle of Swarm, Tough Luck, Nightlight, Drobot, and Scorpion? Oh, well, I mean, the prices are up on the site. That's about what it would cost. I mean, I can't figure it with shipping right now because I don't have that information handy like that. That takes a while to look up because I'd actually have to pull the figures and find what size box they fit in and weigh them and go about all that stuff to actually get an exact cost. But just in general, off the top of my head, I'm thinking, what do I have that listed for? Like Swarm is like $1.99. Tough Luck, she might be a little bit more. She $4 or $5. Nightlight's 10. If we're talking Series 1 Drobot, that one's cheap, like $1.99. Scorpion Striker, I think, is $1.99. So yeah, was that 2, 4, 6, 10? Probably about $20 worth of figures plus shipping, something like that. Started playing around Wave 4 Trap Team. Yeah. If you got in then, and if you got those Wave 4 figures new, that was awesome. Yoshi Kong, welcome. Yeah, the stream has actually gone a little bit longer than I anticipated. We were done unboxing around the 45-minute mark, like I thought. But this is the after party. Let's talk about Skylanders, and why things are rare. But we got that. We got that. Have you seen how much volcanic bolt costs? Yep. That price has skyrocketed as well, unfortunately. Used to be able to get that for 20, 30, 40 bucks back in the day. And they're getting harder and harder to find. I honestly think it's one of those pieces. Not only is it really small, but a lot of people don't know what it is, and a lot of people don't realize it belongs with Skylanders. So when people like gather up their Skylanders to sell them in a lot, they either lost that piece or just don't think about it. It's kind of like, I think when you see a lot of big lots of Skylanders, like you don't always see traps with them. Like you'll see like all the trap masters and 0 traps, and like, I bet you had at least the starter pack traps. Where are those? And I think maybe it's because it's like parents cleaning out their kid's room, and the kid went off to college, and parents cleaning out their stuff and selling it off, and it's like they don't know what belongs with the game. So I don't know. Got the most insane lot last and $20 for 30 characters. Wait, what? $20 for 30 characters. Holiday variants, Elite Dynamite, Blackout, and Spotlight. Wow. The Vault and 46 others for $38. Where are you shopping, Yoshi? How did I miss these? Like where? Oh. Yeah, Oscar, I'm doing my best. I want to get those out there. And like I think um correct me if I'm wrong, but like you guys want to buy Skylanders, right? Like it's not that you don't want to buy Skylanders. It's just like everybody throws out a giant lot of 50 Skylanders and it's like, well, I want 10 of those, but I don't want the other 40, so I'm not going to buy that lot. Whereas on my site, you can buy however many you want. You put together your own lot and just get the characters you want. And I think that's what makes it work. The rarest elite, um, I would definitely say I think the most in demand is gonna be Ghost Roaster, just because he's Ghost Roaster. But the rarest is probably gonna be one from the first set. It could be Gilgrunt. So like in that last one of the last big lots I got, when I got 10 of the elite figures, so there are 4 that I was missing. They're all from the first set, I believe. And Gilgrunt was one of them. I think it was Gilgrunt, Trigger Happy, Spyro. Spyro might be rare up there too. And what was the other one I was missing? I don't recall offhand, but offer up for the $20 deal and bidding on eBay for the vault. Okay. Okay. I do spend a lot of time on eBay. Offer up. I haven't checked them out. That might be another one I have to add to my rotation. But that once again goes, like I was saying, keep your eyes open. Anywhere folks are selling stuff online, look for Skylanders. Just do a quick search for Skylanders. There's probably something there. Got the volcanic vault for $17. That's not bad at all. Life Yawn Trap rarer than the other two. I mean, in theory, they should be all about equal, but that's where prices are right now. We are discussing this a little bit with Pirate Dad yesterday. He's been tracking these prices a lot more than I have. And for a while, the light yawn trap was going for the highest price, but over the past few months, it's kind of shifted, and the life yawn trap is now more expensive. So, it is what it is. I mean, the chances of me getting yawn traps to put in the shop are so rare anyway that those prices are just kind of a reflection of where the market's at and how they compare to each other. But thank you, Oscar. Yeah, Spyro, you think is the rarest. Gill Interrupter, yeah. I mean, Ghost Roaster, especially of the second set, is going for the highest price, and sometimes sells for more than the earlier sets. So I mean, I wouldn't say I see lots of cheap ones. I see it. I think they might be easier to find, but because the demand is so much higher for them, that they are typically going for more. No, it's not Stealth Elf. I had her. Yeah, I'll have to check out OfferUp. I'm not make a note of that now so I don't forget. Paid over 400 for the light yawn, 99 for the really 99 for any of those is pretty good. Yeah, the only one I have in my collection is the light yawn. I still need the life and the fire. I have the light that someone down in Australia sent me, because we know that's where all the yawn traps come from. Hey, some people just like to spend their money on Skylanders. If that's your hobby, that's where you put your money. It's all good. But yeah, that is about it for today. Like I said, I got some work to do now with these Skylanders, so I can get them up on the site, get them ready to go, get them tested, make sure they all actually work, because I do not sell non-working Skylanders. If they don't work, I'm not going to sell them. If they work but they are damaged, I will sell them. And once again, anybody that's interested in this thing, get a hold of me. Let me know. Because I will not be listing this on the website. This is going to be a private sale. You have to get a hold of me privately if you want to get a hold of that. You can contact me privately down at the bottom of the screen. Either DM me on Twitter, private message on Facebook through the Skylanders page, or you can oh yeah, Yoshi, you didn't get to see this, but yeah, we got the clear stars on here. I mean, it's just like I was saying, like when they started running out of the dye on the air traps. Like there's a little bit of blue dye in this one yet, but not as much as there should be. So they, yeah, what was I saying? Oh, where you can contact me. So yeah, Twitter, Facebook, or if you just want to email me, matt@skylanderscharacterlist.com. Pretty simple. You should be able to get one of those ways to work for you. Am I going to live stream the test for the Skylanders? That's not something I've ever done in the past. I personally, I don't think that'd make for a good stream. But I no I can't do that today. I have some other meetings I need to go to and stuff. So um yeah, we'll keep that offline for now. Okay, I will. This is something I need to reply to right now. Oh, okay. Yeah. Akasha, we'll talk. We'll talk. Oscar, good night. Price on Nitro Magnacharge, I don't know yet. I haven't done my research on the variants. That's part of today's project. Because I don't have any of the variants up there. So I will be kind of shortcutting that project again and just working on the variants that I have available, so I don't clutter up the shop with a bunch of out of stock variant listings. But I promise I will have those listings up today. And so once again, if you want to follow me on Twitter, I post updates there when I make updates to the website and stuff. That's where I push out updates all day long. So that's the easiest place to track it. Yoshi, the biggest things in this lot were we got the full dark expansion, so Midnight Museum, Nightmare, and Dark Spider Trap. There are a bunch of traps. Just the one I think I need to test, the Life Toucan, to see if it's the variant or not. I do always like the snake traps. I got an undead snake there. Got a few creation crystals. Got another Doomstone. We got a few variants, a few legendaries. Got legendary Slam Bam. What else did we get? There's at least one more legendary, I think, right? There's another Dark Spyro, the original one. Tower of Time. Oh, there's Light Core Legendary Chill. That was the one. Let's see. Yeah, we got three of these bronze chests. The Nitro Magnetarge that they were asking about. That was the thing. And then 5 broken figures that I'll be selling off cheap. Series 1 Gilgrunt, Series 2 Shroom Boom, a Healing Elixir, Series 3 Cinder, and a Wind Up. And a couple of mismatched halves yet. We did not find completions. We got one full Washbuckler, but not the second bottom half. Bottom half of Freeze Blade, top half of Rattleshake, bottom half of Rubble Rouser. But yeah, it was a pretty good day overall. You wouldn't mind tuning in to watch me test them? Maybe we'll get to that. Oscar, it's right on the bottom of the screen there. Twitter.com/SCLMatt or at SCLMatt. That's what you're looking for. Steam Broccoli guy, price should be up on the site. I believe I did get the variants. Like I don't have all that information on hand right now, but it should be up on the site. Martin, thank you very much. I'm just wrapping things up here. So yeah, you'll be able to rewatch this very, very shortly. So with that, I think I am going to call it here, so I can start getting this work done. And anyone that's contacted me on Facebook or Twitter, I will be getting back to you shortly. I know that's going to be a thing. Evan, do I hunt the employee figure? Yeah, I mean, I'm always on the lookout for them, but I don't actually have any. Thoughts on Skylanders Academy show? I have only watched the first 2 seasons. I enjoyed them. I thought they did a great job with them. I've heard series 3 or season 3 is just as good, although I guess it leaves on a cliffhanger, which is kind of disappointing since they got cut off after that. Rose Up Death, thank you once again for lurking. Glad you're helping us out with the watch hours here. So yeah, thank you, Oscar. Thank you for stopping by. And with that, I am going to be signing off. I will be back again for sure on Thursday for my normal stream. But like I said, I have now 2 packages on their way. One has been shipped. It should be here by the end of the week. Hopefully Friday or Saturday. So we'll do an unboxing then. Saturday, I am planning on doing the super stream as well. Streaming basically all day. We're going to do some giveaways then. So make sure to tune in for that. And yeah, I think that's all I got. So we got a lot of good stuff coming up this week. I will be back many more times, but I need to go work on the store. So I'll talk to you guys later.